Good morning. How are you doing today? I am so excited. It is a snow day that I am recording this video, so we are nice and cozy. But I'm so excited because I'm going to be reading you a story called Zin, 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 a violin. And those words rhyme. Can you say Zin, violin? And they both have IN at the end. That's awesome. Okay, and this story is by Lloyd Moss, and it's illustrated by Marjorie Priceland. And I'm so excited. I hope you can bear with me. I really am so excited about this story because I'm going to have you hear some of the instruments that we're talking about in this story. So this might be a little bit long for you, but I'm excited for you to hear some of these. Okay. And looking at this picture, it looks like he is very, very fancy. What is he wearing? He's wearing a tuxedo because we're going to be talking about an orchestra. And if you hear some fancy music like from an orchestra, it's a very fancy thing that you could concert that you can go listen to, and especially the people playing. I'm so excited for you to hear it. So zin, 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 violin. With a mournful moan and a silken tone, itself alone comes one trombone. Gliding, sliding, high notes go low. One trombone is playing solo. And look, if Miss Moss taught us a little bit about music notes, our music teacher, you can see he's reading that music. So I'm going to pull up a trombone. This is the first instrument. Hopefully you can hear this. So what a cool instrument. That was our trombone. And a trombone, and if you can see, hang on one second. Let me pause this one. So if you can see, this is a trombone and what it looks like. And he uses that thing, it goes down like that. So if there's a solo, it's just one trombone. Next comes a trumpet. See, it looks kind of like a trombone. Here's our trombone. Kind of looks like it. A trumpet comes along and sings its way to a swinging song. It joins a trombone, no more alone. And 1, 2, they're a duo. That's so cool. Okay, so here's a trumpet. Ooh, wasn't that cool? A trumpet. I wonder, can you tell me, can you hear a difference between a trombone and a trumpet? Maybe the trumpet's a little bit louder, a little more swingy, but they sound kind of similar. A trombone is a little bit lower, though, even if it goes high and hits those notes. Fine French horn, its valves all oiled, bright and brassy, loops all coiled, golden yellow, it joins its fellows. 1, 2, now 3. What a trio. So there's a trombone, a trumpet, and now there's a horn. So here's our horn sound. What a cool instrument, a French horn. That kind of sounds similar to those. They all kind of look the same. How do they all look the same? Here's our picture. They all are brassy. They look yellow in these pictures. They are kind of the horns, so they all have this little thing on the end that kind of looks the same. Looks kind of like a cone. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the strings. Now a mellow fellow, the cello, neck extended, bows a hello, end a pin set up on the floor. It makes a quartet. Now that's 4. So see, they're using something that makes that they go on those strings. So here's what a cello sounds like. And if you can see this person when they play it, they use their strings. Ooh, that was a different sound, wasn't it? How was that sound different? Definitely wasn't it was still as loud. It was a different sound. And so I think all of them together would sound really cool. So here's another string instrument. And soaring high and moving in with a zin, 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 a violin. Stroking strings that come alive, now a quintet. Let's count them to 5. So here we go, let's count. We start with the trombone, 1, trumpet, 2, horn, 3, cello, 4, violin, 5. So that's called a quintet. Can you say that? Quintet. And look, they love playing that music. And look how they're all so fancy. That's how they play. See how they play? That is so cool. Okay, let's hear a violin. You ready? This is what she looks like when she's playing, too. Wow, what a beautiful sound. I think a violin has a beautiful sound, don't you? I think so, too. I wonder what's going to come next. A flute that sends our soul a shiver. A flute that's slender, silver, silver. A place among the set it picks to make a young sextet. That's 6. There you go. So let's hear our flute. And this is how she plays a flute. Do you know anyone that plays the flute? My mom plays the flute, and I always wish that I could play the flute. And sometimes when you can dance and you can play the flute in the air. See if you can play the flute in the air. See if you can play the violin in the air. What about a trumpet? Good job. With steely keys that softly click, its breezy notes so darkly slick. A sleek, black, woody clarinet. It's number 7, now a septet. Okay, let's hear a clarinet. See how he's playing it? It's a little bit different of a sound. That's so cool. Okay, next one. I wonder what it's going to be. Gleeful, beating, sobbing, and pleading through its throbbing and double reading. An oboe. Please don't hesitate. Come make an octet. That would be 8. So an oboe looks very similar to a clarinet, and I think it sounds pretty similar too. Let's see. I don't think I have that one. So we'll go to the next one. I don't think I have that one pulled up. That lazy clown, a big bassoon. He plays down low. Now we're laughing soon. Here, Grumpy, now get your place in line and give us a nonette. That's 9. Okay, so here's a bassoon. Kind of sounds a little grumpy, doesn't it? That's how he plays. See that thing that's coming out of his mouth? That's what he plays. Good job. Okay, so they have 9. And last but not least, the harp descends with its angel wings, a heaven's blend through its magic strings. And when it joins the others, then behold a chamber group of 10. It's your harp. See how she's playing it? I want to show you what she looks like when she's playing. Isn't that beautiful? I think that's really cool. I could listen to that all day. Sometimes people think harps are relaxing. They make you calm. I kind of agree. I think that's pretty cool. So here's our orchestra. The orchestra comes in the hall. They're on the stage. We see them all. The cello, harp, and clarinet, the trumpet, who we also have met, the oboe, flute, and a big bassoon, all eager to get started soon. A trombone, French horn, and a violin, all poised and ready. Now begin. So this is called a conductor. Can you say that? Conductor, and he uses his wand and he shows them how to keep beat and points to them when it's their turn to play. It's really cool to watch. I love watching a conductor. The strings all soar, which is the harp, the violin, and the cello, and the reeds implore. The brasses roar with notes galore. It's music that we all adore. That means they love it. It's what we go to concerts for. So a concert is something you go to, and you can go to an orchestra concert and listen to all those beautiful things. I would love to hear if you have ever played an instrument. Minutes slide, the music ends, and so goodbye, our new friends. When they've bowed and left the floor, if we clap loud and shout encore, that means play it some more, play it again. They may come back and play just one more. That's an encore, when they play just a couple more. And that would give us such great delight before we say a late good night. There's a cute little mouse right there. I love this story. The end. Zin, 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 a violin. I hope you enjoyed all these songs and hearing all these instruments. Maybe one day you would like to play an instrument too. I hope you enjoyed it. Talk to you later. Answer the question below.